Well, good morning. And Prison Mike is back. Um, I brought the two dogs up to the cabin. Yesterday, actually, we got here, and it was because I took my wife and my older daughter to the airport like at 4 in the morning. They're on their way to Spain to hike the El Camino Trail, and they're actually in Pamplona today for the running of the bulls. So they're going to have an absolute blast. But that gives me some free time to get up here. Can't see her. Betsy's right there. Charlie's back there. So they're both hanging out. But I'm not going to do a lot of work on the cabin, I don't think. It's hot out. It's 85 degrees here in the mountains. That's scorching for us. And so I'm just going to probably cut down 3 or 4 trees that I can use that are dead already, just recently died, dead standing. And that way I should have enough logs then hopefully to finish, because each one of the trees is big enough to yield 2 logs. So that'll give me 8 more. But we'll see how that goes today. Oh, also I got a drone and I'm going to try to put together some footage with that. I'm not real good at it, so it's shaky as I try to fly, but we'll do our best, and I promise to get better over time. So hopefully you enjoy. We're just going to have one day out here, kind of like I said, cutting some trees down and cleaning them up, and then heading back tomorrow because my younger daughter comes back from a week off at a lake with some of her friends. So hope you enjoy. Not exactly sure what kind of flower creates these, but look at all, as I zoom in, the fuzz that they leave. It almost looks like they're in clouds. So much wildlife, including that one. Betsy's up there hunting for rats right now. Scary stuff. There she is out in the wild. Here's the other one helping. Hi, Bets. So just down from the cabin, I got a couple of trees that I'm going to take. And this one with the curve on the trunk right here, dead, standing, but pretty straight and a good diameter. And this other one just recently died, and you can see if I zoom in, you can still see some of the orange on the branches from where the leaves were. So I can drop them both kind of this direction. They're leaning the way I want them to. So that's gonna be the first task. Got the equipment out, ready to go. So let's cut this thing down. Let's do this. one did not want to fall the right direction. And that's not the smartest thing to do, is to push it, but all right. 2 down, 2 to go. So I've chosen my next 2 victims of trees. It's these 2. And you can see that one is leaning a little bit off. I'm gonna have to pull it towards me a little bit. This one is fairly straight and should fall in a good direction, which is off here to the right. But the trouble is I've got some wind coming directly out of the south right now. So I'm gonna tie that one off to these trees over here. And then this is gonna be an interesting one. I gotta take these 2 down. And by these 2, I mean these 2 that have one base down here, but 2 dead trees. So I'm gonna drop those off to the right here towards the other 2 trees. So I'm just gonna kind of pile them all up in this open area. I'll clean them up and make a nice pile for burning this winter. But we're gonna get after this. I'm not gonna show you all of it. I might try to film one of them coming down, maybe this guy with the drone again, and see if I can get even better video. So this one is gonna be pretty interesting. Got it roped off right there. Gonna cut my notch, then I'll do my back cut after I crank it tighter. So, puppies, you need to go home. Well, we're definitely getting there. That big one's down and limbed. And then if you come across over here, these 2 are also down and limbed. So I got a big mess to clean up. That'll be my next step. Actually, I got to go back to where I was this morning and limb those. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, that's 5 trees today. And we're still going to get this big one that's leaning terribly, probably this afternoon yet. So lunchtime. Well, it doesn't look like I got much done today because I did not work on the actual structure itself, but look at this. I cut 6 trees, limbed them, and cut them into 14-foot lengths because that's the ones I'm worried about right now. So, ton of work to get this all brought over and piled up. So I got a lot of peeling to do. next time I'm out here. So I'll go show you the mess that I still have to work with at the where I cut them down. What are you doing, lady? So if you remember, there were 2 trees right here. I dropped them both, and then there's the mess that I made out of it. And then down here, we had that other huge one there, and then the other big one down there. And you can see it did not fall the direction I wanted it to. It actually hit my trailer down there, just barely though. So everything's okay with that, but man, I still got a lot of work to do to get this cleaned up. So tomorrow, that's what we'll work on a little bit in the morning and then head for home. I got some pretty good helpers here, don't I? Betsy, hi. Good Sunday morning to you. Man, it got nice last night. Got down to 62 degrees in the cabin, which was so good because yesterday it was 90 degrees, which is roughly 32 degrees Celsius. So it was a hot one up here. I don't know that I've ever seen it that warm, to be honest with you. But today is, as usual on a Sunday, cleanup day. So we're going to go over and we're going to cut up the rest of one of the big logs over there. And it's going to be firewood. It's just too big to work with in the cabin itself. So I'm going to cut it into, buck it up real good, take the trailer over there, bring it in, and then I'll make one more big pile of limbs that'll have to be burned over the winter. So we're getting close. Then I'll clean up the cabin, get it ready for next time I come out, which is probably next weekend with my younger daughter. Sheesh, can't even speak today either. My younger daughter, Addison. And because my older daughter that you've seen in videos with all the snow, she and her mom are in Spain and they just saw the running of the bulls and they're about to go embark on the El Camino Trail. So pretty exciting stuff for them, but it gives me some free time to be out here. So I'll check in before I go and show you what I ended up cleaning up and finishing up for the day. So cheers. I had to go sharpen the chain. It was cutting crooked. It was going down and sideways. And if you look at the pieces coming out as I cut, they should be not as powdery as they are. They should be more chunks coming out. And it was getting more and more powdery as I cut. So sharpened it up. Hopefully now we should be able to finish this all up. Well, that was way harder than it should have been. I got to replace the chain on this one. It's been used way too many times and it's going down and just taking off at an angle. But it was chiseling nice that time. So chainsaw still runs good. The other one I got to take in and get tuned up. I couldn't get it started this morning. So we'll load this up, get it out of here. No! Well, there you go. I'm done. Gonna go clean up the cabin, but look, all cleaned up. All the branches are into two nice, neat piles. The big trees down here, cut off. What was used for firewood is up over there. And here's the great thing. Replacement tree right there. Another replacement tree right there. I got the orange flags so nobody runs over them. Lots of them. And then down here, that other one, I just threw everything over there in a pile. But if you look back this way, it's a good thing I took that tree down because it is hollow inside and the amount of ants that came out of there was unbelievable. So we are done for now. We'll see you in a minute. Well, that does it for another trip up here. The place is all cleaned up, locked up. We're about to jump in the car to head back home. Me, Charlie, and Betsy. They're great travelers, by the way, in the car. It's about 2.5, 3 hours with traffic right now on a Sunday afternoon because everybody loves to come to the mountains. But I know this wasn't the most exciting. It was just about getting a bunch more logs for the cabin. But in addition, it helped me clean up 6 big dead trees. So I've got 6 trees ready for log cabin building. I bucked up the ones that were too big and stacked them and then just cleaned up the whole area. So we're ready for next time to come up. We'll be doing some peeling at that point, and then we can stack the next couple of runs. I should have enough logs at least to do 2 more runs right now. And the size of these logs, I'll be 4 feet high after 4 runs. So that's exciting. I'll be 2/3 of my walls will be done by then. So again, hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to visiting with you all again, probably next week. So thanks for watching. And remember, get out there and do it yourself.